Welcome, my friends, for today important, tender, and so beautiful reading. I'm going to channel messages from your angelic team. I really need those support messages myself, so I wish that when I'll do reading for you, it will also help me, because of course, every time when I read your energy, I resonate with it somehow, because we are all humans and we have similar problems. We will have today like quite a big pack of oracle cards in each of the pile, and piles are separated by colors. Let's choose the pile. For the first group, we have purple color candle and this amethyst point. We're also going to do quick meditation and intention. Yeah, quick intention meditation with those candles. For the second group, white color candle and this clear quartz crystal. And for the third group, we have yellow candle and this citrine. That's beautiful, like this. If you still didn't decide, please pause video here and think, or maybe even better, feel what group resonates with you the most, because those are supportive messages from your angels. In this type of reading, it's more than normal to feel drawn to more than one pile, so please watch as much piles as you need, as many, because definitely there might be more supportive messages for you. And we're going to start from the group 1 right now. Traditionally, in one of the three groups, I forgot to turn on the mic. Choose one of yours and maybe you will win. Absolutely nothing but the bad quality of sound. It's not that bad, actually. It's pretty decent. It's just very different from what you hear right now. Welcome, dear group number 1. You chose purple color candle and this amethyst point. And before we begin our reading, I want to ask you to do this quick intention meditation. If it's possible, please close your eyes. If not, just do a deep breathing with me. Do a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Please do another deep breath in and another one through your mouth. Breathe out. Continue breathing deeply right now if it's comfortable for you. And while you are doing this, I want to ask you to make an intention. Concretely, of course, if you have some important desire, please ask about this. But I want to mention the color that you decided to choose, the purple color. And this is the color of magic, mystical magic color. So maybe if you have any intentions or any desires connected to your psychic abilities, to your manifestations, you can ask about them. Just form in your mind your intention, what you want to receive, and what you're waiting for to achieve. And we're going to lit this candle to see the response from the spirit about your intention. So please do it right now. It's better to do only one intention, of course, because it's just we have only one candle right now. But for example, if you will check other piles or other readings, you can do other intention checking. Let's go. So I see that it was a pretty quiet but confident light here, and it becomes bigger and bigger. The more I talk, the bigger it becomes, and it lit very steadily and straight, without any problems. I don't know why. I'm just so enchanted by this light right now. I'm looking at it and I cannot think even about what I'm trying to say, and it become bigger and bigger. It continued to rise. It's very interesting energy here. I think if you thought about some of your desires, about your magical, especially desires, they do really take a lot of your attention and energy, and maybe some of you do not believe that it's possible to achieve them. However, I see here that universe tell you that you are on the right path. Everything that you're doing right now is the right thing, and even if you are not comfortable in yourself, and maybe sometimes you think that you could be more productive or more something else, and no matter what, universe telling you that it is a game of mind what you're doing. If you judge yourself, you don't understand that you have your personal and unique path, and all pauses on this path are important parts of this path. So please don't be judging and don't be harsh on yourself. Let's look at your, as I said, pretty big pile of oracles and messages that you need to hear right now from your angelic team. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. Rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. We see pleasure 2 times happening in both cards. Look at this. The Sun, joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, and play. And joy repeats itself. This is interesting. Either it is a huge suggestion from your angels, of course, that you have to enjoy your life right now, here and now, without waiting of achieving some concrete step that you want to achieve. Or another interpretation here for some of you is that you are going through some very important and joyful moment right now in your life. And this is a reminder for you that you have to experience it and you have to be thankful for it. Because, for example, if it is a little stressful, this joyful moment, please don't forget the main the main base of this moment. It's joy. Fertility. Oh yeah. Maybe some of you are going through the pregnancy, or you just learned that you are pregnant. Something, of course, connected to this part of your life. And passion. Interesting that we have sun and passion here. It's beautiful because, of course, sun can represent passion, especially in our creative endeavors as a Leo energy. Transformation. Vesta with hearth. Balsamic moon, things come and go, surrender to the universe. Sync with the moon. And Freya cat. We will read messages of this card later, after we will decide and see what's happening in our other cards. Let's make it like this. So first of all, I hear a message that, my dear group number 1, oh, your light is so big right now. This is the first message. Second message is that your angels are always with you. No matter do you communicate with them or not, your angel group are always with you. They support you, they are near, and they are very proud of you, of what you're doing right now. They want to support you also and tell you that you are very powerful and you are a passionate person. We see many fiery energy here, so you might be a fire sign, but the main idea is that they want to support you and reinforce you on your path. I see two big different messages for you here. First of all, it is connected to your sensuality, pleasure, making love with your life. If you are going through energetic changes that are connected to your sexuality, sensuality, please don't forget that, again, it should bring you pleasure in your life. If you have some problems connected to this aspect of life, of course, try to seek help, and don't be afraid that it will last forever. You can find the solution if something is off right now in this part of your life. And it's important to remember that, again, your angelic team supports you here. For those of you who do not have those problems, it is a huge reminder that you need to contact and to communicate with your sacral chakra also. Because again, we see, and both fertility and passion, those two cards tell me about your sacral chakra, because of course it is our second chakra, and it is located in, if you have female sex from birth, it is located in your ovaries area. And of course, it is a zone where life emerges, if I can say like this. Please, please be with me while I'm struggling with English today. I'm really sorry for any inconvenience, but I'm really glad that I can still continue reading energies for you here. So your second chakra right now is in tension. You want to create, you want to produce, you have big passion, either towards your relationships, and you want to step into the new next stage in these relationships, or to your creations as creator, as an artist, as a person who creates their life. I also see here dancing figures, and this figure with passion, she also, I believe, dances in this fire. So you might be a dancer, and it is, again, this supporting message from your spiritual team, from your angels, that dancing is life. Dancing is the sun for you. Even if you're not a dancer, please move your body, and it will give you this joy, life force, and vitality. Please play. You may be too much into your head and into your problems here and now. And those cards suggest you that you need to seek pleasure not only in your body, but also maybe in some games. Play with yourself, play with your friends. I see more energy of like either alone by yourself or with two people here. You see, we have two dancing figures here, and here we also have one figure and another figure. And I see that it is this suggestion to enjoy your time with someone else, with another very close person to you. It could be a romantic partner or your friends or even your family member. It doesn't matter. Someone with whom you experience love. Also, of course, right in the middle of your reading, we see this card of transformation that always reminds yourself to embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Let go of the past. I know it's difficult, and I know that sometimes it takes time, but it is time to step into new energies. And you know, as many people say, you cannot expect new results while you're doing the same actions. So for changes, better changes, your better life to come faster, you have to refuse from some actions that do not serve you anymore. And you know what I'm talking about. Maybe actions, maybe some people. We see this supporting message here with things come and go, surrender to the universe. Please surrender. I know we all want to stay in our comfort zones, but it is time to have a change in your emotions, maybe even emotions, Also, I said it without thinking. I wanted to say it in your actions. But if I say emotions, that means that maybe you tend to experience one set of emotions, and it is a good recommendation for you to try to change your perspective and try experience different emotions in this situation. If you tend to always worry, try to think about what positive lessons it brings to your life. Try to really feel joy and happiness from the challenges that you're experiencing right now. With this Hearth card, and also like all this part of reading, as I said, for some of you it can be connected to your family hearth. I hope that I pronounced this word right, but this is the fire of your family, right? So I remember that there was very beautiful message in the guidebook, so I want to read it from the guidebook. So the action that this guidebook suggests to you is: evaluate yourself and your life. Each human's task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matter as much, neither more nor less, than anyone else's. Do not burn yourself up for another's cause, not withhold your warmth, but share what you have to offer. This is not a situation where you need to take sides. Come back to the center, to the flame, to your hearth and your core values. Focus on that center flame instead of the personalities involved. Remember what matters. Find the deep calm within. Light a candle with a prayer and use it to bring your focus to the center and let the rest fall away. Then decide, advise, and operate from there. It might be time to take a retreat, a chance to clear yourself, clear your energy fields, cleanse your environment, reclaim your temple. If a relationship is truly of value and important to your soul, the person or team you're involved with will honor your processes. People take important part of your current situation here and now. People and your understanding of the of you, not only of your relationship with them, but of your duties before them. Like, what do you owe to other people? And this card reminds you that you owe for yourself, first of all, for yourself. Both these cards, Best the Hearth and Messenger, talks about bringing balance to the world, of course, but first of all to yourself. And maybe it would be really important for you to sync with the moon, to look if you have a moon cycle, remember about your moon cycles. But even if you do not menstruate, actually, other part of the humanity also connected to the moon cycles, and we all have energy decreases and energy increases. I didn't show it right, but then you understand me. So please don't be harsh on yourself when you are not so empowered as you always are. I'm repeating this message here, but I see it's really important for you. And with this Freya cat, as I said, we will read it a little later after we'll read all other cards. Your chariot awaits. Eventually, cat love conquers all. And all you need is love and the occasional cat treat. This is a powerful cat. Of course, we know about the Freya goddess. That is not only the goddess of love, but the goddess of war on the same side. She is passionate. She is the goddess of love, fertility, sex, war, abundance, and death. I know that it might sound a little strange and complicated, but then on the other side, it is a pure energy of life, and it transforms and changes everything. It allows to go and step into the new new life course, new step in your life. Yes, something like this. And basically, the energy of this goddess reminds you to live your life on the fullest. Dance, actually, again, dance, make love, and enjoy this life. So the main message here, it's a huge message: enjoy your life. Try to have a balance right now. Here you have this important message that you might be disbalanced and you might fall into your pleasure and joy too much, or forgetting about your responsibilities. So please stay in balance. Work also, but enjoy the process, enjoy your energies. If you are afraid of your creative desires, like me, for some reason, maybe you're afraid of someone's judging, maybe you are just overthinking how I'll be able to do it, will I be able to do it, like all those cards telling you forget about it. Remember about energy of your life, and remember about why you want to do something that you want to do right now. Think about possible positive outcomes, and also please reinforce yourself. Even when you want to do something, it's already a reason to be thankful for your soul, for the fact that your soul giving you this desire, because our desires and our emotions are energies that our soul produces. And for example, what I mean, if I do not want to dance, there is no way I will try to find a way how to dance. But if I want to dance, maybe right now I cannot do it, maybe I'm too busy, maybe like it doesn't matter. The main idea is that I have this desire, and this means that I have opportunity, that I have a chance to someday do it. So I have to honor and I have to positively reinforce myself for the fact that I have this desire, and I can be thankful for myself, for my soul, that my soul gives me this energy that I can use to produce this action, dance. I actually want to dance, to be honest. I used to dance K-pop. Maybe I started dancing 3 years ago, but then last time I danced maybe half a year ago or something like this. So I really want to go back. And even this morning I was watching random K-pop play dance to see what I'm interested in, to start learning some choreos. So if you are also experienced desire to dance, please use it. I am begging you, use it. Dance with your fire, with your passion, and be more gentle to yourself. Don't forget about sensuality. And I want to look at some additional messages that you can have with the tarot cards. What additional messages of support have your angels for you today? We are using the manga tarot. I love it. It's very beautiful and colorful deck. And we have for you 10 of Cups. Wow. Group number 1. You are in such a beautiful place right now. I wish that you see it, and I wish that you enjoy it with all your heart. The Hangman, change of perspective. Do you remember I told you? The Tower on the other side. Wow. And the 10 of Swords. Such a different energies. This is so interesting. Okay. I see this 10 of Swords as you yourself, judging yourself and like basically killing yourself with those harsh words and those negative beliefs. Of course, maybe in this, from those 10 of Swords, few of them, like 2 or 3 swords of other people. By swords, I mean their words, of course. But like the main amount is your own words. And oh my gosh, you are doing this exactly because you know and you feel how powerful you are, and you feel your desires to create and your desires to go with the flow, go with your life. but you don't want to surrender to the universe right now. You don't want to accept that something already changed and you cannot build your tower in one day again. And better not to build it, because the tower card represents the tower that we built on the base of our negative beliefs. It's like this Babylon tower, you know, when a person, sorry, I have no idea the deep part of this story. Please bear with me. But I know that the idea was that those who were building this tower, they wanted to build it high enough to meet the god. And of course, it was too egoistic and too prideful from the inadequate side. That's why God basically punished them. So this tower card has the same representation, like our inadequate pride or negative beliefs that do not serve us anymore. We basically reach the point 10 of swords and the tower. For me, they're very similar cards and they just reinforce each other. So you already in the tower moment, or you just went through it, and you have to let go of the fact that something ended in your life. And first of all, you have to change this attitude. You have to change the perspective. You used to judge yourself so much. I feel here huge parental energy from you. So you might be this parent in a group of friends, someone who always take care of others, right? But you are too harsh on yourself. The way how you support other people in your group, the way how you take care of them, you have to take care of yourself, and you have to be much more compassionate towards yourself, my love. Yes, you're powerful and you feel it, but being powerful do not mean being perfect and ideal. Nobody is perfect, and every time when your towers break, this is a good sign for you. Please be thankful for the fact that now you see clearly. Be thankful for the fact that some part of your life in your life already destroyed. Yes, I know it's painful. You can cry. I cried literally today because of my tower moment. And you know what? I am thankful for the fact that now I see the truth. But then on the other side, 10 of Cups, my love, 10 of Cups, enjoy your life. This is something... Okay, now, right now I heard the message for some of you. Maybe it's very, very concrete message, but still. So if you experiencing the main energies connected to relationships with some person, and this tower moment demonstrated you something about them, you have to decide, how can I say it? Are you ready to spend more of your time and more of your energy on this person or not? Because if yes, then you have to have straightforward talk with them, and you have to explain them your feelings, that kind of you see them as part of your family and you want to work together on some problems. If not, if you are not ready to spend your energy anymore on them, you have to let go them, and your 10 of Cups is right behind the corner for you. You can be absolutely happy and you can enjoy your life alone. You can have your 10 Cups alone if intuitively you feel that it is time to let go of something. Additional recommendations for you: 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and 5 of Wands. Okay, interesting. So here I see this connection between 5 of Cups and 5 of Wands, and the fact that some people could judge you and you can be afraid of these judgments. So this is why you are pausing yourself and making obstacles on achieving and going forward with your creative ideas. You have this chance from God. You have this motivation, like your heart is in ache because it wants to create. Create something maybe with other people, maybe learn from other people, from someone who is more on the high level in your field. You want to go forward and you see this beautiful path before you right now, but you are a little too much in your head. And maybe if before in your life you received this judgment and you received those negative comments about your creations, right now you are paying too much attention to the past, while we always know that in Five of Cups we have these 2 additional cups that are full of emotions and of energy, and they are near you. Again, you have to change this perspective and lower down, please lower down your expectations from yourself. Yes, you can achieve absolutely everything that you're dreaming about of, but nobody can do it from the first day, from the first try, or from the first year of trying. This is so important to remember. So please stop doing self-sabotage behavior and stop like taking too much on yourself. And also with this 5 of, exactly in this deck, this 5 of wands, you see, this is like one person trying to take all 5 wands in their hands. And I see it like a huge recommendation for you about focus. Take one wand in your hand, and wand is a fire element, and it represents, in my opinion, our passions, our fire of desires. So please take one wand at a time in your hand. It's very uncomfortable to use 5 wands in the same moment. You have to start separate your time adequately, and don't be afraid to refuse from some of your desires consciously for some period of time, right? So it's like, for example, I want to do yoga, I want to do like running, swimming, play maybe some games with team, and also on the other side I want to do power workouts. If I didn't do any sport before and I tried to implement all of those workouts in 1 week, huge chance that next week I won't do absolutely anything, right? You might understand what I think, right? What I mean. This idea connected to you. Think about your desires and just adequately choose one that you want to implement right now, something new that you want to implement in your life, and start working on it. And in 1, 2, 3, or maybe 4 weeks, you will find that you're already confident enough with this action and you're ready to continue it. And after this, try to take another wand in your hand. I feel an urge to take additional cards for you, my dear group number 1. Let's see what we have here. I know what I want to take for you. My beautiful corrupted tarot. And why I want to take it? Because I feel that I need to look at your shadow part. Dear angels, I know that you are always with the group 1 and you know about them absolutely everything. From your perspective, my dear angels of the group 1, what do not allow them to move forward so easily as they wish, they want, they would? And we have 4 wands. Look at these 4 wands. I mean, this is a corrupted tarot deck, right? So here's the thing. You're a little bit too obsessed with the idea of beautiful family, happily ever after, with the idea that it is possible to achieve something ideal and perfect in the field of relationships, no matter which relationships, friendship, romantic relationships, family, no matter. So because you're so obsessed with it, many times you decide to go against your personal desires, thinking that if you will sacrifice something for your relationships, that will always serve for the better. But unfortunately, this road leads you to the izbushka. This is like actually from Russian fairy tale. This is an izbushka on chicken legs, you see? This little, oh my god, it doesn't focus. Little house of the witch. So yeah, basically, you think that you're going towards the path of the perfect home, but actually you're going straight to the witch, really, really bad and dark witch trap. The word that I was searching for is a trap. You are going straight to the trap. And if you want begin focusing on your personal desires, first of all, you won't be able to serve your family or your loved ones from the heart, and you will serve them from the fear of losing them or fear that you are not doing enough, or any other fears that can be there. I see how it is, these two opposite parts of the reading connect here in this corrupted Four of Wands card. Exactly, because your desires, your passions, this part is so important for you. Don't lose yourself in energies of other people right now, even if they bring you joy. For some of you and for other group, it's also really important. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Enjoy your time with your people. Enjoy yourself with your people. And don't judge yourself for this. So I believe those were all messages for you, my dear group number 1 for today. If you enjoyed this reading, please, I'm asking you, support me. Please be so kind and support me. And your support is so important. And the main support that you can give me is by commenting, liking, or subscribing, because if you're doing this, YouTube knows that my videos are interesting for people and they actually help. I'll be really glad if you'll do something from those actions, and I'll see you in next readings. Bye! Welcome, my dear group number 2. You chose the white color today, and the white color. And concretely in this situation here and now, I see it as a suggestion that you need to seek purity in your life and in your desires and in your intentions. It is important to do some cleansing practice that will help you remove your beliefs from your manifestations, your negative beliefs from your manifestations, and maybe even decluttering or cleaning of your space around can help you to clean and purge the energy from your mind and from your soul, some stuck energy that do not allow you to see clearly through the situation that you're going through right now. And before we begin, I want to ask you to do this quick intention meditation. Please close your eyes if it's comfortable for you, and do one deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Another one through your nose and out through your mouth. And the last one through your nose in and out through your mouth. Please continue breathing deeply if it's comfortable for you. And I want to ask you to connect with one of your intentions. And if it's possible, connect it with the intention that would be connected to the purity, desire to think or feel clearly, desire to find clarity in situation, something about those energies, if you have something like this in your mind, in your heart. And think about this intention while I'm burning this white candle for you. And we will look at the fire and see how universe answers on your intention. So we have very tender and quiet flame here. It burns pretty steadily, but right in the beginning it was very small and very quiet. I see here the information that you are not really sure in your desire, and maybe you think that you do not deserve something right now, or you think that you cannot achieve it right now because of some obstacles on your way. This is why you are shy with your desire. But I want to remind you that when you're manifesting, the main and important thing is to understand that everything is achievable here and now. You do not need to do some additional energetic work if you already truly and from your heart believe that you deserve something. Of course, to sometimes to manifest something into the 3D reality, into material world, we need some time. Sometimes, not always, to be honest. But still, it doesn't mean that you have any obstacles on your manifestation path. I'm sorry if it sounds a little not really clear, while our main energy here is desire for clarity, right? But really, if you are interested in more information about the fact that everything is already here and now, you can try to search manifestation information on YouTube. I, by myself, watched a lot of videos, and it helped me to shift my perspective on manifestation. And let's see, as I said, we have pretty thick pile of oracles for you today. Let's see what messages your angels prepared, your beautiful team that always near you, that always supports you in everything. And first card for you is Courageous Peony. Multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Interesting that I said multi-faced. Some of you are maybe actors. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. This is very beautiful card, very beautiful energy, but I know how difficult it could be going through it. We are nature, becoming grounded embodiment, living in connection. Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. I love it. Some of you might be artists or any other type of I wanted to say some of you might be actors or any other type of artistic work. Peace and reconciliation. Purity. Third house with communication. Spells and rituals bring magic and self-care together. I somehow see it here. Alone time. Make an altar. And nuisance. This is a cat card that we will read after we will read our main messages for you today. Because cat cards are strange, and I don't know why, but it doesn't fit in my beautiful spread. We will put it here. Cat cats hit different, you know? Oh my god, it's so bright right now. Hello, yeah, sorry we won't have a lot of sun right now in the reading because it was too bright. I was not able to look at the cards. So like in a group 1, in this group I also see two different and very important messages here for you. On this side one message and on this side another message. And I definitely see that creativity is extremely important for your soul here and now. Your angels suggest you a long time. Your angels suggest you to make an altar just to be consistent with your prayers, with your intentions and affirmations, because altar can help you to create this important habit of praying. To be honest, just one month ago I just did my first altar, and it really changed my attitude towards intentions and praying, because I just see my altar every day, right? And I do pray every morning and every night, and it allows me to refresh and to reconnect with the energy of my intentions. It is really important for you to be alone and to go and ground, because you experience some problems with relationships right now. It is not really clear communication, and there is a huge desire to reconcile with someone, desire for peace. You might feel too foggy in your head, and our main energy here, clarity, is today, right? So grounding and time with yourself, searching for the purity of your heart. This is so interesting. Wow. Because I actually felt something like this from the white color that you decided to choose. This card tells us, always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within you, you will find the answer to your question. I know that this might sound obvious, of course, but then on the other side, it's extremely difficult to look into my heart when I experience this fog in my head. And a long time will really, really help you. Grounding and connection to the water. I see here information that water will help you in your desire to reconcile with someone. It is so important for you to create and to channel from the universe into this world. I see this important message from one of your angels. Maybe this angel is responsible for your creativity, and they really want to remind you that your creative desires are not only your desires. Those are desires of the universe. Those are desires of the spirit. Spirit want to be born through you. And if you want to create something, even if it's something small and not so important on the first sight, it is important for your soul. And if you always wanted to try do a watercolor, but you don't want to spend time because you think that to do something you need to actually like learn it, and it should take a lot of time, forget about it. If you want to do watercolor, buy watercolor and do it randomly, chaotically, without any concrete understanding what you're doing, but just feel how you channel energy from the source through your hands on the paper, and try to be less judgmental and more open to absolutely any shape and any color and anything that you can create on the paper. And after you created something, just try to interpret it. What are those shapes? What are those colors? Why it is like this? It is connected to absolutely any creative work. Even if you want to play piano, for example, same thing here. You can randomly push the buttons, keys of the piano, and listen carefully what actually happening when you're doing this. You can read your soul through random creative actions. And this is what one of your angels, your creative guide angel, wanted to remind you. It's so important. I also see here um, this message about your fifth chakra, to be honest, about your free voice. I see that when you will be connected to the energy of channeling, of the creativity from the other side, you will be able to open your fifth chakra more, and you will be able to talk from the truth and from your heart, and you will be able to solve conflicts and bring peace more to your life. I know that when something is very important, when it takes all your attention, you might put aside your body desires to do absolutely anything, create, meditate, all of this stuff. But when you put aside your personal desires, you become exhausted energetically, and it like energetic exchange with other people, and absolutely any communication with other person is an energetic exchange, become interrupted. It is not so clear as it could be when you are when you are aligned with your desires, with your trust to yourself, with your love to yourself. Of course, as I said about this cracked open, this is a beautiful energy, but it is a difficult energy. It's just similar to the energy of death card, and it talks about the fact that you're already at the bottom, or like you reached this rock bottom. The only way is upward for you. If you want to cry, please allow yourself to cry. But also I see in all those four cards, we see that those figures have their eyelids closed, and this is a message from your angels that you have to look into yourself more. You pay too much attention to people who are around you. Your evaluation of your own actions is too much based on the evaluations from others. You have to learn how to look into your soul, and you should understand the purity and the sacred nature of your desires. This third house communication card is, of course, talking first of all about communication overall, but also it talks about communication with people who are sibling-like for us. And what does it mean? It means that it is normal to have conflicts with our siblings, right? Or people who we consider siblings. To be able to reconcile with this person or those people, you have to be a little more. You have to open your mind more. You have to understand that sometimes words that you are telling to other people are heard in a different way on the other side. So if you think or feel that someone in your life do not understand you clearly, after you're telling them something, you can ask them back, what did they hear, and do they really understand what did you say? And I know how difficult it could be when you're going through the same motion with some of your loved ones, and you're trying to solve the conflict, but they still don't get you, they don't listen to you, and it could really take a lot of energy, and sometimes it might feels like insolvable problem. But this card recommends you to shift your perspective and to learn maybe other or new approach how you can communicate to your close ones. For example, I can give you a very important and short example. When I had conflicts with my parents, I can talk with them about the theme of the conflict, right? Or I can talk with them on the next day, for example, about how I felt during this conflict. So, for example, with my father, when he judges me during some of our conflicts, I learned that if I'll tell him that he actually hurting me by his harsh words right now, I know that every person has different situation. It's just my personal example. But when I tell him that, okay, it doesn't matter what we are talking about right now, but the fact that you are harsh with me, making me feel really, really bad, and I want to cry, and I don't want to feel bad when I talk to my father, it helps him to stop and to reevaluate his own actions, and actually it helps to solve the conflict. And even if we're still not in the same place about some concrete thing, at least it helps us to be more compassionate towards each other. Because of course, when we fell into our child role, into our ego, we forgot that the person who is before us is someone whom we love, unfortunately. And this is what this card suggests to you: to reconcile with your close ones. Consider looking at your conflicts from different perspective, and even maybe from their perspective, or from the perspective what is more important, your relationships or the idea that you always should be right. Of course, in different situations there are different important facts, and sometimes it's better to stand for your truth. Only you can know what is your message. What was your message here? What is also important with this card of peace, both alone time and purity, like all those cards talk about same thing: staying alone, going into quietness of your mind, and listening to your heart. If it is difficult for you to be in peace lately when you are alone by yourself, this is very important message for you, my dear group number 2. You have to learn and search how you can go into this peace. If it is achievable for you right now, go deeper. You have to go deeper. I see here that you have some overload in your higher chakras, in your 6th and 7th chakra right now. Your lower chakras, your root and sacral, they are not so grounded, and they have to be grounded in the energy of Mother Earth, because they basically allow us to create our life here and now. Our 7th and 6th chakras allow us to think and create ideas, but we are still live in material world, and material aspects are very important. I don't know why I decided to do this, but maybe it is also important for you to know. Do not, please avoid harming yourself on purpose. With a spells and rituals card, bring magic and self-care together. And of course, we also have make altar for you, right? So I see here that spirituality is not something new to you, and maybe you have to consider going deeper into the creating some spells again for your self-care. On this card particularly, we see this buff, and the creators of this deck, they really love doing special rituals with their buff. So you can learn about essential oils and herbs that could help you change your mind and maybe help you to bring more purity into your life. And now let's take this strange card with the cat. This cat holding a key in their paw, and they are pretty maybe annoyed a little. So the phrases are on this card are never be afraid to change your mind, but always change your underwear. The cat grass is always greener on the other side, and going out is the new staying in, and vice versa. I know this, like cats, if you love cats, you might know that cats always ask to go out, and when you let them out, they come back, and they trying to ask to leave them. why I'm losing myself. What's wrong with it? I don't know. It's some funny energy here I feel from you. Your indecisiveness. It's not the worst thing in your life, to be honest. I see this message of lightness from your angels. Like, be more compassionate towards yourself in moments when you cannot decide what to do. Some of my dear group number 2 could be ADHD people, as me, myself. And if you sometimes experience this, like that you're losing yourself in ideas and desires and like you end up procrastinating, this is normal. This is part of your life. And please don't judge yourself so much. Try to trust that what you're doing, even if it is a procrastination, it is something that you had to do during this time. And I believe that your group is developed enough to understand that it is not the excuse to always procrastinate, but it is a way how to accept myself. And when I'm accepting myself more, I'm acting from love. And by acting from love, it's easier for me to do my work. Rather than when I judge myself for procrastination, I experience more negative feelings towards myself, I experience less energy, and it's much more difficult for me to go and work after it or the next day. With the message, never be afraid to change your mind, but always change your underwear, it is funny that this message is connected to relationships in this deck. It's just 3 different messages usually. Yes, as I said, like, don't be afraid to accept your mistakes in relationships. If, for example, you made a promise for someone and after this you breached this agreement, it's okay. It's part of life. You changed your mind. Just be brave enough to accept it and go and say it straightforward to this person that you changed your mind. You understand that it is not like they can blame you, of course, but it would be much more honest from your side to accept that you cannot hold this promise or something like this. Because, for example, I said to one guy that if he wants me in his life, he has to work hard. And after this, after a few days after it, I literally forgot about those words, and I just called him by myself and I just asked him to come to my place to talk, and I continued to communicate with him like nothing, like I didn't tell this thing to him. And what is like maybe more interesting, in 2 weeks after it, I realized that actually my first phrase was the right idea, and he really will have to work if he wants to see me in his life. So I stopped communicating with him anymore. And you see, for some people, my behavior could look like stupid. And some people could judge themselves if they would do something like this. But I'm trying to live from the perspective, I'm doing everything right in the moment here and now. I'm trying to be honest with myself here and now. And I'm trying to learn from my behavior and from my intuition. You see, my first phrase was the right decision. Decision to go out from their life and to kind of wait and see what might happen. Then after it, I changed my mind and I saw the results that allowed me to see that my first decision was the most right decision. And the main idea in this beautiful and very, very interesting story is that if I'll judge myself for this, it will not allow me to learn my lesson. It will only left me in negative feelings and like it definitely won't help me. But if I'll accept my changes and I'll understand that by doing those actions, I actually learned more about myself, of course it will only go for my benefit. this situation. Let's look into the tarot cards for any additional messages for you. Overall, you have very tender energy, group number 2. And oh my god, how it is important for you to do what you want to do. For example, you want to learn other language. It was also a creative idea. Creating new knowledges about language, creating a new way how you can express yourself. It is a creative idea. Or you want to learn something else. You always wanted to learn cooking. Well, cooking is more obvious, right? We have 9 of Wands for you. I see that those creative ideas that you have, you are a little bit tired from them. You're a little bit exhausted. But then on the other side, we have Magician for you, right? You're exhausted, but your angel's telling you, please don't give up. Continue moving forward. The Fool. And the 4 of Pentacles. You are the Magician. The fact that you went through some challenges and now you are tired from them should not diminish your passion and your fire. Yes, this phrase about what not killing us, making us stronger, that's exactly what you need to hear right now. With the Fool and 4 of Pentacles, I see that your greediness, your focus on the material side or aspect of your situation do not allow you to do the leap of faith that is so important for you right now. You have to trust into your intuition. Your heart knows what it wants to do. And to be able to accept this desire and to go forward with it, you have to reconsider and reevaluate your relationships with the material aspect of your life. Maybe you pay too much focus on money or other resources, while in your situation it is not so important. We have the Chariot. Movement forward is guaranteed for you. Do not be afraid if something right now, here and now, pausing you. You're still moving forward. Don't be scared. And the 9 of Swords. Your anxiety about this person in your life, understandable. But it is important to remember that it is you who are doing the worst for yourself in this situation. It is not them going into your head and into your, first of all, head, and thinking and overthinking for you. If you tend to watch too much tarot readings, especially tarot readings about relationships, your angels extremely suggest you to please stop doing it here and now, because it is the other form of overthinking. Things. And we have Ace of Pentacles here. Ace of Pentacles, of course, suggests us that, like, universe on your side, ideas that you have inside you should be fruitful for you. Don't be afraid that you do not receive something here and now. The results are inevitable. And as I said, you are moving towards your manifestations, even if right now you're not so confident in yourself. And those fears about materials aspect of your life, this is also overthinking pattern. The universe will give you back absolutely everything and even more. If you need to spend your money on something that is connected to your work, to your passion, of course, think about it first of all by yourself. But I see here message from your angels, message of the support. They will support you. Universe will support you, and it definitely will give you back, absolutely. Just continue moving forward, continue moving Please don't pause. It's not the time to forget about your work, but move forward in a decent and adequate pace. Do not forget about this alone time and pausing and praying. And I want to use our dark but very beautiful corrupted tarot deck to ask your angels, what exactly here and now works against you? Maybe what negative beliefs in you works against you? What energy do not allow you to move forward as swift as you would like? And we have Four of Cups here. Look at this scary image. Ooh. If you have any phobias, just because I had arachnophobia, but I was able to overcome it thanks to the psychology and exposure therapy. So if you have any phobias, and for some of you, if you're artists, it could be this fear of judgment from others. This is a message from your angels that it is possible to overcome your phobias, and please seek help with it. As I said, exposure therapy can help, or any other type of therapy can help. For example, cognitive behavior therapy can help with fear of judgment of others. But here in this card, we can see this corrupted meaning of Four of Cups. Four of Cups, not always the best card, even when it's not corrupted meaning, but in this deck it's even more scary, because basically the idea is that your indecisiveness can bring the worst outcome. If you are waiting for a sign, here it is. It's time to go. It's time to do what you want to do, or continue walking your path. If you like lingering towards inaction, it's not the right time to be inactive right now. And it is important to understand that while this alone time and meditation time is so extremely important, do not forget to work every day. Even if you can spend only 10 minutes per day on your passion, please do it, because when you are refusing from your desire, you doing yourself the worst favor possible. And this spidery demon, that it is basically, I just see the representation here, like each day while you're refusing from using your emotions, from using your desires to do what you want to do, each day it is harder and harder for you, more difficult and more difficult to start doing it, because like this demon is basically trapping you. And what is also cool here is that spider usually represents creative idea, because spider can create this beautiful web, right? The web of life. So your own desire to create actually killing you slowly. It poisons you. Ooh. So you know what? Fighting. Group number 2, fighting. I'm with you. We are together in this shit. I'm also afraid of doing my creative desires. And you know what? You're looking at this reading. That means that I'm doing it even if I'm afraid. Literally, all day long I was thinking about that I'm afraid, that I don't want to do it. And so what? What's helping me really is to do something small. For example, I can help myself thinking that I will only prepare my cards, but I won't do any readings today. And while I'm preparing my cards, of course, it allows me to step into this energy of reading, and it allows me to do something additional, something after I prepare my cards, right? But I don't do more that I can. And if when I prepared my cards, that's enough for me for today, next day I will do another small action. And some days before, it could take me the whole week to prepare one reading. Right now, my energy is a little lighter, so it takes me only 1 or 2 days. Some days I can do the whole 3 or 4 piles in a row. But again, the idea is that I should not judge myself for my productivity, but I should work every day at least a little to continue tapping into the creative energy, because it just helps me to open it easier next time. So I believe those were all messages for you, my dear group number 2. My ally, my creative ally here, don't let your relationships problems stop you on your creative path. I want to ask you, could you please help me if this reading helped you? Please comment under this video. Comments are super cool. They not only help my video to be shown to other people, but also like I want to communicate with you. I want to know what's helped you. I will always answer the comments while my channel is a small channel, so take your chance to communicate with me. And of course, likes and subscriptions do help my channel to grow, and I'd be really glad for any help from your side. And I'll see you in the next readings. Bye. Welcome, my dear group number 3. You decided to choose yellow color today. Yellow, so yellow. There is one song called Yellow from the group. I have no idea what I will write in on the screen here. It's a Japanese group, I believe, and it's really addictive, this song. I love it so much. So of course, first of all, what is yellow color for us? It is our third chakra, our willpower, our sunshine, our fire, even digestion fire inside us. And before we begin, I want to do a quick intention meditation with you. I want to ask you to connect to one of your intentions, of your desires that are based on the third chakra, on your willpower, something that you want to achieve. Maybe it's about confidence, maybe it's about freedom of your self-expression, about powers, about do you know the tarot card Strength? Something that connected to this. And we are going to lit this candle after we will do few deep breaths together. Please close your eyes if it's comfortable for you, and do deep breath in with your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And the last one through your nose and out through your mouth. Connect to your intention. Let's lit this fire and see how universe responds on your intention. And we have this fire is small, but it plays a lot. It moves in different directions, and it becomes bigger, maybe slower than in previous 2 piles, but I love how it moves, and I feel energy here that achievement of your desire is a slow progress. However, it's steady, and it allows you to learn about yourself from many different perspectives, something that you even were not aware of. Let me rephrase it, please. So while you're going through challenges on the way of achieving your desire that you're thinking about right now, life allow you to learn about yourself more, and it even allow you to open new paths and new desires before you, so your life become more and more interesting. And I hear a suggestion from the spirit that don't forget that the path towards your dreams, towards your goals, is even more important than achievement of your goals and dreams. So let's look at your pretty big pile of oracles today. What suggestions and what comments and support messages your angel command have for you today? Angel team. I don't know why I said command. Interesting. You got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Okay, my dear group number 3. I know why you decided to choose yellow color and citrine. Maybe it would be cool for you to work with citrine energy. If you have citrine at your home, try to put it in your pocket, and during the day it will be near you, and wash it with cold water every evening to clean the energy. It should help you to connect with your energy of willpower. And of course, energy of boundaries is fully depend on your willpower. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you led. Trust to your path, of course, first of all. The rose thread. Inner call, soul led, the mystic, living courageously. Living courageously is definitely the energy of your life right now. The idea of courage. The growing, initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. Something wants to be born through you. Well-being. New beginnings. I'm telling you, something wants to be born through you, and maybe it is a new life in many different meanings. New life physically, or your new life. Find balance. Square, semi-square, quinax. I'm sorry if I'm telling it wrong, but it looks pretty conflicting energy here. Magic wand. Focus your energy on one thing. Oh, interesting. We had very similar message in one of the groups. Connect with the earth. And Ina's cat. We will look at this card later in your reading. So as I said, something wants to be born through you, and you feel it, you want to give birth for it, you want to create something. If it is, if, let me give the first message for real mothers who want to give birth for their child. There is a huge supporting message for you from your angels that everything is okay. Don't be scared and don't be harsh on yourself if you experience negative emotions and maybe cry sometimes or feel extremely tired. Don't be scared that you might harm your child. Here is the thing. We cannot live in a fully perfect bubble of without fear and without negative emotions. It's not the life, right? So it's okay if your children experience this stress while they are in your body. However, if you will additionally judge yourself and you will overthink and you will stress about the fact that you are stressing, this would definitely harm both you and your child. So if you found yourself going towards idea of perfect mother, please stop. This is so extremely important to be, first of all, self-compassionate and to ask yourself for forgiveness and to forgive yourself, first of all. You are not ideal and perfect. You are alive. And if after a stress period you give yourself true love and acceptance and forgiveness, this will heal both you and your child. This was a really important message for some of you. For others, well, basically we can, of course, read it as metaphor message. If you think that your behavior harm your creative ideas, harm your work, same thing, same suggestion for you. Please be more compassionate towards yourself. And if some of you experience huge procrastination right now, and you feel this invisible wall before you, and you know that you want to do this step and you want to start doing something, you want to give the birth to your idea, but this invisible wall do not allow you to do it, step back. Please don't try to break this wall with your head. This is very important. This is so important. Step back, maybe one step, maybe 2 steps, to look around and to see maybe there is a path how you can go around this wall. But on the other side, when we don't allow our creations to be born when they are already here, they're ready to step into the new world, we can harm ourselves. So connection with earth, of course, help us to ground our energy and to become more still. With this card, with this tension, I see, and you got the love, codependence and boundaries. It's a very, very important information about, first of all, self-love, adequate egoism, and healthy boundaries that unfortunately will lead to saying no more than you used to say it. How can I say it? It is like, even if you think right now that you already have pretty strong boundaries and that what's happening right now in your relationships is just part of life and we all have conflicts, right? It's like normal situation. Try to reevaluate. Do you actually reevaluate your time and your resources that you spend on these relationships? Do you actually need to spend so much resources on these relationships? Do you actually need to be in these conflicts constantly? Or maybe you need to again step back 1 or 2 steps and pay more attention towards yourself. Maybe some of the conflicts that you're going through right now will be solved or will not have any fuel to burn further if only you will again step away from this conflict, from this energy of conflict. Don't, like, why I'm telling you this, because right now I experience same situation where I realized that I have to pause my relationships with my best friend, for example, and we decided, we came to agreement to not communicate for the next month. We talked through it, we expressed feelings to each other, and we decided that it would be very good refreshing of our energies, because before it we communicated every day, and before it we would spend our time together when we don't want to work on something. When I experienced this tension towards my creative ideas, towards my work, I would call her and we would spend our time. When my soul wants to work but my mind is afraid, I would kind of use my relationships as codependency relationships, dependency, addiction, even addiction to block my negative emotions and fears towards my work through communication with my friend. That definitely was not the healthy thing. Of course, it is important to communicate with others and to ask for help, but when it is just, random and inadequate spending of time without any concrete purpose many days in a row. No, that's not the right thing. Your well-being right now calls to you, like you need to rest. You need to spend some time on finding a balance between your work, relationships, and rest, because what you are doing right now, and actually I feel from your group energy that you're already in the energy of this card, you're already finding a balance. And what I was talking about, these healthy boundaries, you already understand it. Maybe on the back of your mind, maybe some of you did few steps towards it, and those messages were just supporting. So basically, the idea is that your I always say creative desires, right? But by those creative desires, I mean pretty much any primary desire. If you wanted to visit some place, to walk, I don't know, to hike somewhere, or if you wanted to start learning piano, or if you wanted to read that book, any primary desires are creative desires because they create your life, right? So while you have those energies and they demand your attention, they really demand your attention. It's important to step into the energy of new beginnings right now for you. On the other hand, like, and for some of you, it's actually with this the mystic and living courageously. I see that it can be even connected to spiritual path. Maybe some of you want to do readings also. This is a suggestion from your angels that it's a cool desire. Go with it. Start with the baby steps and start from something small, but go with it. Magic wand, basically, it is our ace of wands, right? We can see this. I also have a magic wand on my hand here. So this is a supportive message from your angels that your desires matter and they will light your path. But on the other side, third side, the importance of the rest is here. And it's not like that you need to stop doing absolutely everything. In previous two groups, importance of rest was much higher, but this well-being card is just recommend you to maybe once take some time to think and feel about what you're doing right now. And this energy of conflict that I see from this and I feel from this card, I see that you have to, again, once sit and think and even write down what doesn't work for you right now, what you don't want to see in your life anymore, and what you want to see on this place instead. And by doing this, it will allow you to collect yourself better and to understand what could be your next steps. Of course, like trust where you led, trust in your path that everything what you're doing right now is already enough, to be honest. Even if you won't do those suggestions that I'm recommending to you, you're still, do you want it or not? But your soul is very powerful. It's more powerful than your mind. So you will come to the point where you will just understand and totally feel that you have to do those actions. Interesting that with this Ina's cat, curiosity never actually killed the cat. I like this message because maybe you are afraid of some of your desires, to look deeper, to go deeper. Maybe you're afraid of your desires of spirituality, or some of you, even if you feel your powers, you're still like not really sure if that works or not, if all of this is BS or not. So stay curious, search for answers, go deeper, try to find other sources of information. Curiosity will not kill you. Ask questions, more questions, and this will allow you to motivate yourself more and to reconnect with your energy of a passion and desire that is inside you. Of course, it is important to read this message, focus your energy on one thing at a time, and maybe again writing down, rescheduling, creating new plan will help you to again collect yourself. And if you feel a little overwhelmed with your desires and with your needs, writing down and creating few minutes per day on every desire could help you to go through this high energy part of your path and restore balance. And let's see what additional messages your angels have for you in this tarot. The Empress, Two of Wands, the Fool. Interesting. So the world is in your hands, under your legs, under your feet, legs, feet. I think feet. It's better to say. And Eight of Cups. So the world is yours. Your desires matter. Your curiosity matter. You are actually a really, really curious person. I feel that you love to learn things. You love to go deep into stuff. And you need to reconnect with this energy. If lately you lost it. With the energy of Empress, I feel here this supporting message that this energy is yours. It is around you. It is waiting for you. The moment you will trust, the moment you will tap more into the energy of nature, connect with the earth, right? We have this card. And of course, Empress is Mother Earth. The more you will trust to the fact that everything that you're doing is right, the more you will tap into the feminine energy of acceptance and being rather than doing, the more abundant your life will become, just because you will see more abundance around you. And with the Fool and Eight of Cups, I see here that your angels suggest you that, yes, it's the right thing to go away from some emotions. Yes, it's the right thing. I know that it could be not so easy to do, but you are ready. You know that it would be for the better. And like your angels literally praying for you, they will help you. It's time to go away from these conflicts, from those emotions. Maybe it's important to even cut some cords. So the Fool also card of the leap of faith, and it means that universe, the God, will going to support you. You are ready to give this birth to something or to your new life, and universe will support you, no matter how scary it could be. For some of you right now, I feel even this energy of toxic relationships. It's time to let them go. It's time to step into your new life. You won't be alone. You will be supported. Page of Swords, curiosity again, and the High Priestess. So definitely, there's a big energy of spirit energy, connection to your intuition, connection. There is even suggestion to read old text. If you are interested in any religion, you can try to learn about it deeper. No matter which old text you're going to read, it might help you to tap into the energy of your mystic energy and reevaluate your current problems. Because when we zoom out from our situation and look on the broader perspective, like humanity perspective, right? Or like mystic perspective, connection between God and human soul, all these things help us to step out from the energy of Five of Cups. And energy of Five of Cups is like focusing too much on little problems and not seeing the path before us. And your curiosity is your weapon, is your one of the most precious things about you. Maybe some of you are air sign, but even, for example, myself, I don't have a lot of air placements in my chart, but like, oh my gosh, my curiosity is crazy, and I really, really love to learn a lot about new things. So don't stop yourself. Feed your curiosity, learn about different things. If you feel stagnant right now, maybe it would be good for you to just try to even look some videos on YouTube on some things that you were passionate about in the past. For example, what was that? I think yesterday I started to watch videos about K-pop dances, and as I said in group 2, I used to dance K-pop, and then lately I was not doing it, and just randomly watching through some K-pop dances popular right now, I rekindled my desire to do it, and also some other interesting, cute idea that motivated me to be more inspired with my life. I think I tried to play piano also yesterday. And again, I didn't play maybe for the whole month because of the problems in my relationships. Maybe problems of your relationships take too much of your attention, too much of your energy and your curiosity, and you become too tired from it. Let me see another card, please, for you. King of Swords. Okay, definitely. I'm putting it right above this fine balance where she writing in her journal. I see that this is an important message for you to use your words as your power, to use planning, to use basically planning and writing down everything and separating in different groups what is important, what is not important, what is primary, what is secondary, what do you want to have, what do you don't want to have in your life. Like, literally see it before your eyes will help you to be more confident, and it's definitely a tool that you can use here and now. And we are going to use the Corrupted Tarot deck. It's a dark deck, but it's really cool deck to see into our shadows part. So what groups number 3 main problem that don't allow them to move further more swiftly? What blocks them? And we hear 8 of Pentacles. This is so interesting. Look at this. I wish you can see it. So this is a card of workaholic. And I see here maybe you are overthinking and you have too much problems with your understanding of your own work. Some of you could be tired because you're not doing the work you have to do. Your soul is not aligned with the work that you're doing right now. And some of you could have these inadequate negative beliefs about work, even if you're doing something that your soul wants. You are too tired, you too much overthink about it. Again, I can give only my personal example. Even if doing readings is something that is definitely mine, I definitely know how to do it and I want to do it. I just checked, is my camera working or not? So even if it is mine thing, when I was in this beginning of this, I was really overthinking and I was stressing too much and I was not able to speak freely on camera. It's a very big difference between doing reading personally and doing reading on camera, at least for me. Personally, it's much easier. So, and because of those emotions, I become really tired, even from something that should bring me joy, right? And I had to spend a lot of time bringing myself into the balance, into this quiet space, into appreciation of my creative desires, into understanding that I can do readings differently. I don't need to do them as my mind thinks. I can do them as my heart feels. And even if in the beginning I don't achieve so much as I want, it doesn't mean that I don't want to continue working. I still want to work in this field, right? So yeah, it was a big time and a long time when I had to talk with myself from compassion and from supportive energies. So maybe for you it is also really important to look at what you're doing right now more from love rather than from goals. So please stay resilient. However, do not overstress about your work here and now, about your material goals. And you need to rethink about how much energy can you spend on it. And maybe it is important for you to cut some efforts right now, here and now, just because it's too stressful and it might be not really productive for you to continue pushing. I already told you a few times, stepping back with understanding that it allows you to rethink, reevaluate, can actually help you to find new ways how to work from your heart, not harder. Those were all messages for you, my dear group number 3. I want to ask you for help if this resonated in you. Please comment down below did this reading help you or not. I'd be really happy to communicate with you in my comment sections. And of course, your likes and subscription means a lot because YouTube understands that my readings, my videos are important and interesting, and because of this it will show my readings to other people, and that's all I want. People to see my videos and people to become better and lighter and happier because of my readings. Thank you so much for being with me. Bye.